Where are the Ottomans? I can't believe their class is an unorganized. I mean, I suppose it does make a hell of a lot of sense, but I mean, they're so large. So if we could try and get the Ottomans on side, then that would really give us such a big advantage. I mean, trying to revive the French-Ottoman alliance would be great. I mean, we'd be able to threaten Hungary, Croatia, the Austrian Crown lands. My god. I've rambled for so long and we haven't really even done anything, so... I just can't get over the size of the army. It's so much to organise here. Okay. So we'll have our forces link up over here and then we'll organise. Now this secondary force can follow Napoleon. 41 days, so you can see the difference Napoleon makes over here. It's just incredible. Right, so we have a 445. He will be useful. Yeah. Some riverboats down here. I'm almost overwhelmed actually by the sheer amount of things, and I do apologise for bringing that taskbar up. Right, the visual command. Right, so we have some German troops over here. These are strong moraled line brigades. Right, make you into a nice little division. Now I do note that we have there's a bridge over here. Yes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bridges across the Rhine. So that's quite important actually. We're trying to hold those positions or at least have men nearby. Bloody hell. That is such a snooty face. Army d'Italia. Naval Divisional Command. He is an infantryman. That's pretty nice actually. Franco-Italian commander. Okay. The center. Rightio. So this is the Kingdom of Italy. So we have basically Milan. Yeah, Milan. Mantua. Is that Bologna? Yeah. Ancona. Now I would like the Italian states to join me actually. So let's work on trying to get the Italian states. I'd like if you could organize it by, you know, like Europe. Well, obviously Europe, but you know what I mean? Like Western Europe, something like that. Further narrow it down. Kingdom of Italy, Kingdom of Piedmont. Kingdom of Piedmont? Oh, so that's the Kingdom of Piedmont. Right, that would make sense as we did, like, take the Savoy out of Savoy Piedmont, so yeah, I can imagine they would be pretty pissed. That makes sense. So the Kingdom of Italy is very important. I would like to have the Kingdom of Italy. The papacy is important. Okay, let's try and get the head of the Roman Catholic Church on our side. Now in the United States of America, let's improve our relations over here as well. Mr. Thomas Jefferson. Okay. Cordial relations with Badan. Huh, well. Marmont. Let's take a look at our supply locations. So we'll have these forces meet up in Breda. I just need to organise my armies, and then once I am organised, I have a clear objective in mind, we can start going for something. So, with that, I think we're pretty much done. So we have about 268 conscript infantry companies. We make... I don't know how much money we make, but we could do with making more. So let's take a look here. We have our decision mode. Demonstration. Can't do anything like that. Can export some goods, actually. Oh, over here. Ah, right. I can export goods over here. I don't think there's any British over there. A runner. £300,000. And We could gain some war supply. Now, war supply is important, so let's go for a runner. It's going to cost us some morale, but oh well. Volunteers. So that would just cost us some victory points, which we have about 5,000 now, so that's worth it. Yeah. It doesn't cost us any loyalty either, so it's more than worth it to gain some easy manpower. Draft. Now that's a hell of a lot of men. But I do want to, in fact, build up my... well, my manpower. Now that reduces development as well, so... we'll go for some smaller cities, like probably the Italian cities, but they're not as important. Or these cities down here, actually, Toulouse, like, yeah. Something like that. Well, actually... bloody hell, I'll go with one draft this time. I should really go with more, shouldn't I? I mean, we have 100% loyalty anyway, over in our lands here. So we'll go for some smaller cities and just draft some men. There we go, so we'll gain a hell of a lot of conscript companies next turn. Retaliation. Spies. So send some spies to Hanover. Okay. Let's take a look. So we're going to need some depots. We could do we're having some depots on the river crossings, actually. And then at least it'll help the flow of supply. Oops. So let's build some depots. £300,000 and 5 conscript companies. Oh, I can't... huh. Interesting. Okay, well. So this shows our supply lines then. Isn't that just the most beautiful empire? If that was all ours, that'd be incredible. But that's very good to know, actually. It's very good to know. So, we need to gain those rights with Verdun. Well, Oldenburg, sorry. Hesse actually would be great. So let's try and secure an alliance with the Hesse. Let's see. Minor organized. Hessen. I can promise local support. Propose state visit. Propose mutual supply, mutual passage. So what is our relations with Hessen? So we have some decent relations with Hessen. So we should be able to do that then. Okay, so let's save our game. And, yeah, well... 38 minutes into the session, and I finally press next turn, so let's go. Let's go for it. Hopefully there won't be any crashes. Oh dear. It should be... I'm definitely looking forward to this. Austria would be my next nation to play, and playing with some of the scenarios could be interesting. Right, and the first bloody turn it crashes. For God's sake, that's just my luck. Okay, guys, be right. Okay, guys, and I am back. So let's try that once more then. So let's make sure we save over here, and let's try. So, come on! Come on! I must have cursed myself by by saying, don't crash. So, it just had to crash, didn't it? Apparently, I'm that cursed. Well, I just love the fact that I crashes on the first turn. That's just my luck. Okay. Don't you dare crash again. Well, at least it's going somewhere this time. I suppose there's a hell of a lot going on in the first turn, though. Ah, right, so the British are bombarding the Spanish ports. Ah, this turn resolution is pretty quick. Ah! Oh dear. Okay. Come on. Come on, you beautiful son of a bitch. Yes! First turn down, only 526 more to go. Huzzah! Right, so we have the Ardent Squadron over here. Wow, that just got larger. We need to take a key... Alright, we have Transportation Squadrons coming over here. I don't trust that one. I have a feeling I'm going to have to definitely watch my coastline as the British may seek to invade. We can shore bombard them, I believe. I would assume so. So what do we have over here? So we have a... right, so this is a British objective town. Well, that's quite interesting that we can find that out. Actually, that's a good point. Let's go over here then, and let's take a look at the objectives. Obviously, we can guess which are the British objectives, but... Yes, okay. The British have lost 400 men somehow. Don't know how, but they did. Huh, right. So, yes, we have very similar combat power. They do outnumber us on the seas, though, considerably. So they have about almost just over 4 times the strength of our navy, which is pretty impressive. Ability for officer promotions, military organization of France, national modifiers. What's our national modifiers? Is this... Can I do this now? I don't know how it works. There is a law. So these ones seem to be French only. The Civil Code reduces the national morale penalty suffered from drafts. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Frank Gumanal. Monetary stability leads to extra economic bonuses twice per year. That's some bloody interesting things. So we have 4,450 conscript companies again. That's good. Hello, what do we have over here then? Oh, this is nice. The expert diplomat and politician Charles de is in charge of French foreign affairs. His diplomatic talent is great. France receives 2 extra bonus diplomats every quarter, but his relationship with the Emperor is shaky and full of mistrust. He may well be fired one of these days. Bloody hell. La Frank Gamalal. Twice per year, March and September, the new stability introduced by the franc Gamal currency will produce financial benefits to France. So it may be low, normal, exceptional. This is a link to the French franc Gamal national modifier. Okay. Very interesting. So I suppose we need to kind of keep a grip on our finances. Okay. 677. Holy shit, he's just so good. Marshal Ney, you can suck one. What do we have over here? Guard cavalry. I do notice that some of our men have actually taken some damage. Okay. Unit replacements. They have definitely streamed this. My god, that is beautiful. Okay. Currently in reserve, we have 0 reserve. I think I should build up my reserves, actually. Ah, that uses a hell of a lot of horses. But yeah, building that up should really help us out. I'll just go with 5 then for the time. Just bring... No, I can't do that much. There we go. At least we'll have some reserves to work with. That's really impressive. Hello. Oh, so I can set the AI to do that in-game. That's really nice, actually. Holy shit. They have just gone all out on these improvements. 14 days until we arrive. There's a lot of different traits over here. Now we have these forces over here. So we have Javert. Well, he's pretty good, actually. So we'll give this guy control of our cavalry and artillery, I guess. And, yeah, well, give him control of the cavalry elements. There we go. Greshon. I don't know where to send my forces. This is a huge conflict. Or it will become one. Ah! Check over here then. What? No! There we go. Okay, so all these things are still on the way then. Okay. Once we have a full military alliance with the Bavarians, we should be in a good position. I'd like to increase these relations with the Ottomans, though. Okay. Need a better admiral. Give to commander an infantryman. He's an artilleryman. So he can have the artillery. I think I have a number of divisions I can have. I think I can have only like 26 divisions, so I think I maybe have... Well, I may have to be careful with that. Right, so we have some forces over in Corsica. Keeping Corsica safe is important. We have some American ships down here, actually. Some American trade ships. Some papal forces. Right, this is a good army, actually. It can have a good amount of command points. Oh, it's some Polish brigades. I love how they look, actually. We need to free the Polish. That's what we need to do. We need to create the Kingdom of Warsaw. Ah! Right, send supplies to Spain. We'll transfer money and war supplies to Spain if at war with Britain at the cost of the same amount plus some engagement points. Very interesting. Send supplies to Turkey. Ah, right, preliminary bombardment. This option will give you the military. Will give your military the use of national modifier. Preliminary bombardment. That's 50 engagement points. Holy shit! My god, Grand Battery. Irregular cavalry tactics. Oh, so these are military reforms. Okay, decrees. The Kingdom of Naples. The option will create the Kingdom of Naples if the French are at war with two Sicilies and occupy Italia and Napoli. Gain a new French satellite nation, the Kingdom of Naples. Bloody hell. The Grand Duchy of Warsaw. There's so many things here, like, holy crap. Wow. Improve state administration. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This option will convert some money to engagement points. Gain money to engagement points, so... it costs us 1,000, but we'd gain 10 engagement points. Ooh, raise more taxes. Gain £750,000. That costs us 10 engagement points, actually. Annexation of Oldenburg, improve state to 2, raise more taxes. Foreign recruitment. Right. I think we'll raise some taxes, actually. It's going to cost us about 20... Is it going to cost us 20? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, that's really strange, but okay. I'll just go with that one. Right, Nassau. Nassau would actually be pretty useful. I do need to get these German miners on my side, actually. Ah, Nassau. And we have damn good relations, actually. And we already sent an alliance, actually, so we'll have to wait then. I don't know how long it'll take. Okay, we are losing some men due to the fact that it is in fact winter. Oh no, it's January, but it's still snowy. Maybe we should wait until the until the weather improves. So I think we'll wait until the weather improves. You can head over here. You can head to Antwerp. Yeah, so we'll wait until the weather improves then. How is the weather out at sea? Just fine. That's annoying. Very harsh weather in Germany. And in France. Oh yeah, just muddy in Britain. Goddamn rain. Okay. So we need to wait for the weather to improve, and I'm not going to send my men out, as I am going to take attrition. It's going to cost me a hell of a lot longer. Well, it's going to cause me to take longer to move. It's not worth it. The Rhine fleet. What is the Rhine fleet? Oh, it's just those. Then again, they are pretty useful. I could use them to deny an army the ability to cross, or at least make it difficult. Okay. Yeah, having the Ottomans would be fantastic, though. Just being able to distract Russia and Austria. I mean, they would get crushed. They would absolutely get crushed. No, like, no faff about that. They'd get crushed. How is the Spanish situation, then? Dear. I should send some forces down into Spain, shouldn't I? Size 3 fort. Yes, I think I shall then. Once the weather improves, I will send some forces down. I could actually send some forces from down here, actually, from Italy into Spain. But I'll send some forces from the Grande Armée in the north, actually, once we have the ability to. As I do need these forces on the border in case Austria decides to try anything funny. As they do have some men over here. Okay. Right then, so we'll move on to the next turn. Do I want to construct some extra troops, actually? Coastal Battery could be quite interesting. Do we not have a coastal battery over here? We have one coastal battery. We have two coastal batteries. I should really see about improving our fortresses, really. So that's 82, that's 112. What's the difference between this? So this is 200 men, 8 cannons. This is 200 men and 8 cannon, but 60 cohesion. Passability impeded. Interesting. So these ones are actually slightly better. So range 6, rate of fire 2, range 6. Assault 2020. Ah! So these ones have the ability, right, okay, so they are pretty good on the assault then, I see. Heavy artillery. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we have coastal artillery all over. I think we'll have some extra garrison troops, though. Other land forces. Oh, hello. HQ support. HQ artillery. That's interesting. Engineers, pioneers. A field hospital would be quite nice. Though we do gain that from the... I don't know where it's gone, actually. I don't think we can actually build that. Signals. Artillery. Ooh, siege artillery would be very handy. I don't think we actually have any siege artillery at this point in time. That's a lot of different cavalry. Interesting that... Oh no, these are light dragoons. Okay, I see. French infantry. So these are the guard. That's bloody costly. Yeah, 1,832 conscripts and 70 supplies. Do I want to try a naval build-up in the south? Could that work? Not entirely sure, actually. 2,301 combat strength over there. I don't know how strong that is, the Macedonian squadron. Venus. They do have some good forces in the New World, though. We need to be careful over here as well. Oh dear. So, the blockade we are subject to is relatively light. Relatively. I just need to gather my forces and then perhaps I could try and arrange something over here. This is my strongest fleet. I just need a better admiral in charge of it. Okay. So we need to wait out this weather. We need to weather the storm. It's actually a storm here, actually. I think it's like Storm Desmond or something like that. Which is odd, actually. It's only recently that it started to be a thing. Dun 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 dun. I don't know when the weather will improve. I would expect that the weather in France would improve pretty quickly. I mean, France is quite warm. Then again, I suppose the south of France really is where it's warmest. The north is basically just like England. It's shitty most of the time. Really shitty. Right, so we're about, well, we will be shortly 14 days into the campaign. Oh my god, this game's gonna be a right pain in the arse, isn't it? I might have to run it in compatibility mode, actually, so I'm going to see what will happen if I try compatibility, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back once more. So, I've kind of figured out what the issues is. It's probably an issue to do with my my internet security. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this turn, and then I'm going to submit my crash logs to the forums or Slytherin support, and I'm going to figure out what the issue is with crashing, and then once I do, then we'll be good to go. But it is, after reading on the forums just a little bit, it's something to do with when the actual game is writing the data to the save files, it crashes then due to the Windows security kind of being like, hey there, I think you should stop doing that, so yes. Do I have to redo these moves again? I may have to. God damn it. Okay. So I'll tell them to go over here once more. You can just... you can combine with those forces over there. Okay, we are sussing out. Good. And we need to go back over here so we can do our decrees again, shan't we? So we'll do the raise the tax. And, I don't think I'll bother recruiting any... I don't know, actually, I should really do it. I need to stay on top of it. So we'll go for 5, we'll go for just a few of those. There we go. And some supplies. Good, fantastic. Now let's take a look at our military forms, then. So we could go for the preliminary bombardment. Supplies to Poland. Irregular cavalry tactics could be good, but I'll go for the Grand Battery here. Oh, I can't actually afford it. Fuck. But we'll have to wait next turn then. So, I am hoping and praying that the game will not crash this time. It shouldn't, as I've turned off some of the features and I've added the game to the exclusion of Windows Defender. So we'll have to see. If it crashes, then I'll submit my crash log and I'll try and get the problem sorted. I do apologise for this, guys. These games are a little bit funny with the Windows firewalls and stuff like that, but they are fantastic games, and I'm sure you're all used to seeing me and the Geod games crashing, so yes. If it does crash again, I think I'll probably just record some more Rule the Waves. Okay. I have no idea how long this campaign could take me in the end. It's unfathomable, to be honest. I mean, just... 7-day turns, and once things get going, they will get going. We do start off though at the very start though, so at least we have full control of everything that happens. I need to do some reading up on this period of history, actually. I need to try and figure out what Napoleon's plans were, and what he actually did and how it resulted, and at least through that I'll be able to try and figure out what my objectives may that be. Okay. I do like the clock, actually, that's really handy. I usually end up having to tab out just to see what time it is, actually. I've been late for many things due to that. I'm just surprised at how powerful the British are, though. I mean, bloody hell. Their army is only slightly weaker than my army, the Grande Armée, and their fleet is significantly more powerful. Britain was not fucking about at this point. Don't you crash, you son of a bitch. Ah, there we go. Actually, that seemed like a faster turn resolution. So, I don't know, we'll keep going then, we'll keep going. We'll see how long we can go for then. Right, the French have raised more taxes. Fantastic. I like how they've sorted this out now, so... Soldiers have been successfully trained. Okay. I'd assume something in here then. Oh, this is nice. I like how they did this. They did this first time in 30 years. Well, I'm glad they've kept that. That's brilliant. The proposal has been sent to us by Spain, has been agreed upon. Oh my god, it's like playing Pride of Nations, Rise of Prussia. It's so much all in one. Spain is now an ally of Bavaria. Oh. So the Bavarians have agreed to our alliance then, have they? I believe so. I mean, everybody's now allying with us. Well, allying with the Bavarians. Fucking America. Maharatas. Oh, come on. Has received a casus belli against Switzerland. Ooh. Some fearless French, I should say France merchants are trying to pass the enemy patrols and export goods in the trade region of Western Mediterranean. Austria seizing horses in region. Developed territory underway. Oh, that's interesting. So as Britain, you want to make sure you just completely blockade the French. Persia has declared war against Russia. Wow. The proposal defensive treaty initiated by Persia has been agreed upon by Assyria, Armenia. Armenia's declared war against Russia as well. So the Russians are going to be somewhat distracted for this time. Yeah, so Assyria, Armenia over here, and the Persians. I don't know particularly how they'll get over there. I mean, this is all Persian territory, I guess. Strange if it wasn't. Was not, sorry. Okay. God, it's almost like a ridiculously more detailed EU4. I really hope they continue with this sort of style of game. I mean, I can't imagine the possibilities in the future with the time periods. I mean, it'd be just fantastic. Okay, so I think we're actually fully allied with the Bavarians. Yes, we have a full member alliance. Fantastic. That's really good for us, actually. Do we have supply access through Oldenburg yet? No, not yet. Well, the weather is still harsh, so we shall wait. I think it's improving, though. Yes, it's still improving. It's just muddy at the time now. I would like to send forces to help the Spanish actually deal with Gibraltar. Taking Gibraltar would be fantastic for us. Just for the fact that we could really try and deny British access through the Mediterranean here. I mean, it's so vital. I mean, the Suez Canal has not been constructed yet. So taking Gibraltar, I think, is a big, big objective. So, yes. I shall send Marshal Ginlands, or Ginlands, how the hell you say it. So, You have a journey ahead of you, so 7 days will be means. Some time to travel, basically. Some time to travel. Whatsoever improves will be able to do things better. I'm going to recruit some extra supplies, actually, to allow his army to move. Show the land units. Right. Cavalry. Oh my god! So we can have, like, cavalry supply trains. So I imagine they'd be able to move a hell of a lot faster. Oh, that's really good, actually. Speed fastest. Holy shit. We'd actually be able to... Oh, that's brilliant. I imagine... Yeah, wow. Brilliant. So this takes 30 days to construct. So I suppose I should construct some down here. Let's take a look at the roads. Yeah, so there's not much in the way of supplies out here, so we're probably better off traveling along the coast. We need we need supplies from Spain, actually, so let's negotiate some supplies. Well, we have supply right given. Not entirely sure. I think we already have supply right. I mean, we'll gain some supplies, but we'll not gain much. So we need to try and concentrate it. So we'll just build some supplies down in the south then, shall we? We'll build some over here at Bordeaux. No, it's not a fortress. I'm going to go for the fortress over here, just because it'd be safer. There we go. Right. Once weather improves, we'll be able to set off. And we have taken some damage over here, actually. I mean, that attrition is going to hurt us a lot. I may change it so the AI has attrition as well, but I don't know how well they'll deal with it. So, yeah. Let's build quite a few of those. I might have automated replacements on for the time being, actually. That would probably make some sense. Let's go over here. Right, is it enabled? Right. So I'll have the AI produce and buy some replacements then, just so I can keep on top of that one. Saxony's quite large, actually. Having an alliance for Saxony would be good too. Let's see, Saxony. Saxony. And we have some decent relations. So propose a state visit. Okay. He's dug in a little bit there. Let's see. Now the issue is there's not really supply points in between us, is there? Do I have supply rights? I reckon I probably do have supply rights with these forces. Could I ask these guys to produce a depot? Right, build a depot. We need some depots. Can I build any depots from the decision? I need to check up on what you actually need to do it. Okay. At least 75% military control can be targeted. Region must be pillaged. So we need at least 75% military control. I mean, we have 100% over here, so... Not bad. I don't particularly want to declare war on them, actually, so... Right, we'll head over to Breda. We'll be there in 7 days, and then Amsterdam in 11, so we'll head to Breda. Pick up some supplies, and then we can begin our movements. I'm just waiting for the weather to just improve, in all honesty. I'm kind of tempted to build some ships. A flagship squadron would just be so useful, but they're so costly. Yeah. I mean, we gain 118 guns on the line, 110 guns, so... They are bloody costly, though. River gun boats could be quite useful. Should I invest in some river gun boats? I mean, it would be useful to help guard the Rhine. We'll see how things go on then. We'll just continue on to the next turn then. Possibly construct some gunboats in the future. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, I mean, we need to figure out how the hell we can counter the British. We can't touch them. We cannot touch them at home. Our objective has to be Hanover, and the bloody game crashes. Okay, so I'm going to bring the session to a close here. I'm going to submit my crash log to the Slytherin support, and I'm going to try and figure out what's actually wrong with my game. And well, not wrong with the game, but what's wrong with my computer and what's actually causing it to crash. Once I figure that one out, then hey-ho, we won't have any crashes in the future, hopefully. But, yes, I do apologise for these crashes. It's an adjourned game, and I believe it's my Windows security that's interfering with this. So until next time, guys, thank you so bloody much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future. So, from me to you, goodbye.